last night. Keep it PG. I can't wait for this game though.
Hey everyone, I'm Darren. Welcome to another episode of The Boardroom. We've seen a lot of you guys asking about character customization, clothing, brands, and boards, and what you can expect to see in Skate. So we thought it'd be cool to grab 3 key members from the team here to chat about how you'll be able to express yourself and make your mark in St. Amsterdam. So let's kick it off with some intros. Jeff, can you tell me who you are, what you do, and what you're most excited about the project?
I'm Jeff. I'm a character art director on the project. I'm a skateboarder, so every day is exciting on the project. I'm just stoked to be making something that expresses skateboarding to the world.
Yolanda?
Hi, I'm Yolanda, and I'm a user experience designer on the team, so I'm responsible for how players create or customize their characters. And personally, I'm also a gamer who just loves to dress up my characters and spend time changing my face. So I'm very excited that I got to design the feature that I'm most passionate about.
Nick?
Yeah, hi, I'm Nick. I'm a lead product manager on the team. That means that I help out on the production side. I work with people like Jeff and Yolanda. We want to do a lot of things on Skate, but first we have to figure out how much we can do, like what we can do, and what we should do.
I need
so
to
I
do
help make
anything.
those decisions and help the team be as informed as we can.
I just had the old shit
Maybe we
back
can take a moment
and put
zoom
new
out
shit in
a little
there.
bit and talk about like where we've been, where we're trying to get to.
I
want
wanna
to
see them
directional
crazy
perspective
glitches.
with characters.
Absolutely, yeah. We're part of an existing franchise. We're this new installment, and we're looking to hit the kind of art direction that's going to bring and welcome as many people to skate and skateboarding by proxy. Jumping off from the
Nick,
previous
bro,
installments. in the
it's gonna be so much niggas trying to skate after this fucking game drop. You gonna think motherfuckers been doing this shit all their life. No, it's just skate, folks. Oh my gosh, I would do anything to go back and play Skate 3 one last time. I think I would do anything. Xbox 360, I would do any fucking thing to play that game one more game. That day that I'm thinking about.
franchise. But you go back, you look at it, it's actually quite stylized. We're running with it. We're going to try and evolve that. Again, try and make
God,
it
y'all
as
shit
appealing
stylish
to
as
a broad
fuck.
range of people as possible. You know, one of the big things that inspired us was looking at skateboarding, at skateboard culture. There's no one way to look in skateboarding. There's no one style of skateboarding.
Especially now, yeah.
Absolutely, more so than ever. I mean, you look at deck art, you look at the brand logos. There's so much visual creativity, and that kind of gave us that permission to really go ahead and try and bring as much expression to the characters and how they look, and as much personality as we can to the characters.
There's still a balance between, you know, realism and some stylization. Obviously, the game being stylized in the past and, you know, trying to bring it into today. And it's a really interesting approach, because typically, you know, an art style is kind of across all of the things, and we're taking kind of a hybrid version where recognizing the things that are most important to land from a realistic or realism perspective, and then finding avenues and opportunities for exploration for like injecting personality. And obviously, like, we're not there yet. I mean, as you were saying,
still
like,
working on it.
We're still working on it.
We're
So,
always working on
you
it.
know, as we say, like, please, you know, continue to give us feedback on all of the things that you're seeing in game and help us steer. As we said, like, everything that you guys are you know, commenting and providing feedback on is informing the decisions we're making. Yolanda, what was exciting to you about like the character philosophy when you joined the team?
Yeah, I just want to add on to Jeff's points. I think self-expression, accessibility, and inclusivity are definitely the core of skate culture. And I really like how skateboarding is providing a platform where everyone is encouraged to explore and push their boundaries without gender limitation. So when I joined the team, I was very surprised to see like all of our characters are genderless. So I think that's also what we want to provide our players with in the customization experience, like the ability to fully express yourself, be whoever you want to be in the game. So I think we want to provide
that's
that
cool,
freedom
I
and
guess.
flexibility to players.
It's so great. And one of the things I love that we're doing in that space is no matter what the player chooses to do and how they create or customize their body, any of those expressions can wear anything in the wardrobe. There's no exclusivity between something that is perhaps a masculine item or a feminine item or anything else. It's anybody can wear anything.
It's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
It's an honor. It's also like a responsibility.
It's not that powerful, bro. It's not that power, nor is it that deep. But I understand. Motherfuckers want to be genderless, wearing like motherfuckers want to wear what. I mean, I want to wear what the fuck I want to wear too. But it ain't that hard, nigga. It ain't that deep. Motherfuckers been doing that shit since. The fuck, motherfuckers been letting niggas wear got crop tops on thongs and shit like what the fuck? Saints Row been doing that shit. What else? It don't even matter. Motherfuckers been
proper reflection of the culture, which I think we're doing our best to do, and I think I've said this before, but like to be the representation of what the culture is today versus what it was 14, 13, whatever amount of time it was since the last skate. The way that we're approaching characters, I think, is like one of the most exciting elements that we have.
Absolutely.
For the franchise. But I feel like we could talk about that forever, but I know, Yolanda, we gave you kind of like a homework assignment.
Yeah.
So let's take a look at your character and, kind of walk us through some of the decisions.
Yeah, sure. So this is the character that I used recently in the game. Personally, I want to be someone who's completely different from how I look in real life. Like, I want to change my hair color every day in the game, whereas in real life, I'm always hesitant to do so because, it's hard to maintain. And for the board, I picked this grip tape that has a Sandman text on it. So I think it really offers me a sense of belonging to this virtual city of Sandman. I really like all the different deck art options that we have right now. They are all very artistic and expressive.
Stickers.
Yeah, I wanted to comment on your sticker here. I love how you put the star sticker on his head. It's perfect.
I picked this sticker because I want my board to be unique, so that's why I picked this one. I think lastly, I also picked the light green color for the wheels to echo with the rest of the color palette. So I overall feel like customizing the board is really like making an art piece, which is very fulfilling.
For sure.
I like the checkerboard pen.
It's the deck, the way people set up their deck is so personal and so important. There's so much you can do in there. There's so much customization.
I miss this game,
it's
bro.
like a little art form in itself, a medium in itself almost. You're picking out your deck art, you're picking out the colors of things.
The thing I'm most excited about is the different heights for the characters, which we've never had before, and totally affects the way that you look skate.
Oh my God, this is gonna be game of the year. It ain't, but in my heart, this shit is gonna be game of the year. When does this bitch drop, bro? Can you make motherfucker? Bro, I'm gonna make a 280 big bitch stallion. On God, she gonna look like she about breaking the board, bruh. Goddamn, this game gonna be so tough.
Skating, field skating, and so if there's anything that I like do play around with, it's
I'm gonna make a big bitch.
It's totally different.
Call her Black Thunder.
Like the way the
6'8",
animation adapts to that.
the
like
tallest.
systems that the folks have,
And a little
team
skinny
put
nigga.
together, like,
He gonna be a
the fact that you
crackhead
have all those different
and
things,
bald.
Yet you can still do all the animations work, all the points of contact are there. Like super impressive.
It's a non-trivial amount.
Oh my God. Yeah.
With that inspiration from Yolanda's character, let's get into clothing and footwear and what it means for players inside Sands Amsterdam. Jeff, can you start us off talking about, the team's overall approach with direction and bringing these items to life?
I mean,
Tough.
obviously, like we talked about, we want the player to be able to wear all kinds of different things to express the person that they are, or the person that they want to be, or whatever it is they want to put together. We're going to see that core skate stuff that we find in streetwear and other places. Alongside that, and gradually we want to bring in things which are not necessarily the kind of things that you would see somebody wearing in a skate park, or you see a pro skater wearing, allowing people to get into slightly broader fashion, starting to bring in some high street stuff.
Nick, can you give us a little bit more, insight into what we're doing with our rewards and our clothing in game currently?
Obviously, the branded stuff, the things from our real world brands are super popular. That's unsurprising. Some of the things that were a little more surprising were like the popularity of our skeleton outfit. It's like a skeleton mask plus a bodysuit that looks like someone painted a skeleton bones onto it. We've set it up as one of the things that's harder to get, and it's become this prestigious thing that players are showing off. It's great to see that things that aren't from real world brands are also popular and people like them. So I also think it's a good representation of the way that we want to approach that kind of clothing option, like the things that you might not see at the skate park down the street, but it's not totally unrealistic to see someone wearing it or skating in it. It's believable. It looks like you might have made it at home. It's grounded in reality, and maybe you just wore it.
Bro, that shit is so goddamn tough. But like, you can't tell me this shit ain't tough.
You might have made it.
2K what? This nigga just dolphin dive across the fucking pond
It's grounded
and rode that bitch.
in reality.
Got it up and
Yeah,
started
maybe you
sprinting
just
like
wore
this shit GTA or something. But we got a parkour game and a fucking skate game, bro. Like, nigga.
it today
They talking about a pre-alpha. God damn.
because that's the mood that you were in.
And then
They ain't gonna drop
that's
this bitch
the
till
ongoing
another year.
balance of finding that right balance.
But that
of-
shit is
of
disgusting.
how much stuff is really real world, really grounded versus stuff that's a little bit more out there. That's something we're going to be listening very carefully with our feedback. People who really don't love that stuff, we can adapt that and we can provide more options in other areas. So it's going to be a real learning experience, and having the players inform us along the way, that's really going to help us get there.
Okay, so there's going to be a ton of available gear and shoes and boards for players to get excited about. What does that mean for the players that want to earn the rewards versus ones that are willing to spend?
Your time in skate is going to be valued. Like, we're stoked that you're playing the game. We're going to reward you for playing regardless of how you play or how much you play. We want you to be earning rewards, getting the customization options that you want, feeling like you're making progress. in the
Oh, no,
game.
I'd be so
It's gonna
gypped
be a
out in
positive
this game.
experience for everyone. So even if you don't spend, you'll be able to get things that you're hyped about and customize your character in a unique way. But like a real skate shop, we need to keep our lights on. So there's going to be a store for the people that want to spend. There's going to be cool clothing options for you to look at.
As a live service game,
They better not fuck
it
that
gives
shit
us the
up.
ability to continue to update the game and refresh content and, be timely and representative of the culture. Like, maybe you guys can shed a little bit more light on our goals there.
Oh, it's totally. Like, launch is just the beginning, right? Like, it's the launch pad, if you will. Like, there's so much more to come.
Absolutely, and it's going to go beyond just the brands and the types of things that we bring in. Like, there will be completely new types of clothing that you can wear, and there will be new ways to engage with brands, or we'll have new events. Like, I think being a live service, we can capitalize on what's cool, what's interesting right now, and look for ways for our partnerships to take advantage of that.
So there's more content, potentially for more events. I mean, Yolanda, is there going to be more customization options potentially?
On the feature side, like for player customization, I think the feature will also be evolving based on player feedback. There might be more options that we add in. And for character creation, we're already planning what's going to come after MVP. So there's actually a lot of things that we want to do, but just we have to do it step by step.
We mentioned brand partners a few times. I feel like that's probably the thing that people are really excited to hear about. They're super core and super important to us to establish a baseline for our identity in terms of what we're wanting to represent, right? And so maybe you can speak to that.
The idea is to be able to have these bigger, more, let's say, lifestyle brands, getting down to more core skate brands where it's, part of the fabric of skateboarding, like things like Girl and Chocolate that we've shown already. These brands have been around for a long time. They're icons. But then also, we've also shown working with local skate shops or more like hyper local places. They're doing super interesting things visually. They've got so much. They bring such a credibility and such a authenticity and genuineness to things. So we want to have all kinds of different things in the game. But the one that we're really focusing on right now is Vans. Van Doren Rubber Company. They've been around forever. They're part of the fabric of skateboard history.
The original skate shoe.
Oh yeah, like the old school is like 50 years old nearly. The half cab is already past the 30-year mark. These are icons of skateboarding, of fashion. They transcend skateboarding. Vans is very much a lifestyle and skateboarding brand, and that's perfect for us. That aligns so well with our goals of being more than just core, skateboarding stuff.
Bro,
The great thing with
that
Vans
shit
and
is
some
so
other
fucking
bigger shoe
tough,
companies is
bro.
they make all these shoes in 3D. They have them for marketing purposes, so we get the 3D model from Vans. Like you can't really get a pure source of reference, perhaps. Every detail, every stitch is on there, every logo, like literally the print on the Popkush like sole on the inside there is in that file. But that's not meant for a video game. So we take that, we optimize that to a degree, we get it into something that runs in a real-time context. Then we apply our art style to that thing. We start making all the different colorways, and we work with Vans to identify which colorways we want to work on with this stuff. They send us exactly like the perfect color, the
Pantone.
Exactly, the Pantones come through, the types of textiles in there that sometimes we've never heard of. So hopefully you can have that relationship of like, I skate these in the game, I wear these, or I skate these in real life, and you feel that connection there between the game and the real world.
And then, now that we've got that shoe in the game, it's like a platform for us to build on, because the hardest work was building the shoe itself.
Oh, totally.
But now we can look at new colorways as we go into the future.
Once that silhouette's established in the game. Yeah.
That's exactly, and that echoes the real world. You make a new product, develop a sneaker or a t-shirt, whatever it is, you get the fit, the cut right. If we can start to have that conversation with sneaker culture, it would be so fantastic. Imagine we get our colorway that we've designed with a company in the game, and then imagine one day that comes out in the real world, and suddenly we're part of that conversation with fashion, with skateboarding.
So that's a wrap for today. As always, a big thank you to you guys for watching and coming along the ride with us. And of course, a thank you to Jeff and Yolanda and Nick for being here. If you haven't signed up to play yet, please sign up. Become a Skate Insider for your chance to play with us in San Amsterdam. We're stoked to invite even more people coming up. I'm not sure if you remember, but we're going to be doing console playtesting this year, which is super exciting. So yes, please sign up, become a Skate Insider.
All I heard was nigga, we ain't dropping this year.
Thank you.
Play the fucking beta.